There. Do it! Do it! Yes!
Watch out, watch
Yes!
out, watch out. Oh.
Not fair! That's not fair! Let's get started again! Yes! It's done it! Let's do it!
Close.
Maybe we should do it outside.
No, it's indoor.
Let's do this again! Yes!
Oh,
It moved!
it did move.
I thought it would go up.
I thought it would too.
I went.
Ah, no. Trying to learn how to fly this stupid thing.
Yeah. It's just not being cool. You can do it, helicopter. Ah.
It's like it keeps losing signal. I don't know why.
Oh, that's because. Oh, yes, yes, it's doing it. Hey, it's doing it. Look, backward, stop.
We're getting close, Ian. Getting close.
It's getting close. It's getting close. There's a bigger.
Actually, let's try it on a flat surface.
Flat surface?
And
Okay. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna fix this.
I move the shark out of the way.
There. Here we go. Here we go. Yay! Go, go, go!
Oh, it almost went.
It's a crash!
Yeah, it was gonna crash.
Alright. Isn't that a good idea? Moving this,
Oh, I hate when it does that.
I can go the distance.
did land.
Yay!
Didn't fly though.
Nope.
It's like this thing won't.
It was like a drop, baby.
Gotta do it slow.
Wanna watch? No.
Nope.
Try it again. Crash. Go, 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 go! No.
I know.
That was so close, Odie.
I know. We're getting there. I don't know, man.
It's the crash.
Yeah.
Your hard drive crashed. You can do it. You can do it, helicopter.
Yep.
Try again.
It's like it's just. It like loses.
It's like loose.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's too fast. Gotta do it slow.
Oops.
Maybe gotta try it.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Get set, go! Ready? Go!
Mm.
It's just horrible.
I know.
Come on, helicopter. Aw.
No, it's still good. Didn't turn off. Oh.
Oh, not so fast.
I didn't. I was hoping it would stay connected, but it didn't. Stands out.
Come on, helicopter. Oh, not so fast.
I didn't. Maybe it's running out of juice.
Looks like we need some more fuel. Looks like we need some more fuel.
Maybe.
We're out of fuel. was like, what's that sound?
It should go up, but it won't.
No. It's like we need a new one.
I think so.
Here, I'll check this out. I gotta read this. I gotta read it first.
Ugh.
Rias. Helicopter toy. Yeah? I just found something. Look, you can use a red one. Or maybe a yellow one
Maybe.
instead of the orange one. You wanted it. Just kidding. Aw, that's it?
Let me get it charged.
It's not cooperating. That's
Hello?
My parent, I hope this message finds you well. This is just a friendly reminder that your student has received a permission slip for Super Saturday. Super Saturday provides an excellent opportunity for students to seek extra help, course protection, STAR preparation, and further enrichment. We greatly appreciate your support in encouraging your child to attend. Please have your child return the permission slip provided in class. Thank you for your support in helping our students excel academically. We look forward to a productive Super Saturday school session. Best regards, Anson Jones.
Super Saturday. Called me, I was there for like 2 hours. 2 hours. I was just like, oh my god.
I was on the phone with her for like 20 minutes, but
2 hours. Finally, I was just like, look, I gotta go.
I was gonna take this back today, but it took so long to work it
I'm
on.
surprised the post office, I was sitting there thinking about that. I'm like, it may be closed today because it's a federal
Well,
holiday.
UPS, I was the UPS store that I was gonna have to take it to, but they might be closed too. I don't know. But it just took so long to work it on. And then I didn't eat lunch before we left because I'm thinking, well, we'll probably be back by 3 or a little after, and I'll just get a snack.
Ian's ready for dinner now.
Well, yeah, now I'm sure he is.
So. We ate for lunch early. Ate 2 orders of 2 things of fries.
Anyway, while I'm sitting there waiting on Jay at the counselor's office, Miss Chavez called. You didn't get my message, I guess.
I saw the. I told. I was on the phone with Ricky when you texted me.
See,
I
I
was
figured
like-
by then you'd be off the phone because
No.
he texted me because I texted him to let him know at the art meeting, and that if he wanted to attend, then let me know, and then either get him on by Google Meet or phone or whatever. And he's like, would you or Dad be available for a call right now? And I'm like, well, I'm out with EJ at an appointment. I was like, he might be home. There's my phone for me.
Yeah.
So I gave him your number to call you first to
He
make
was
sure you
asking me a lot of in-depth questions, personal questions, and I'm like,
like about Ian or
No, about me.
Don't turn this.
Well, he was just like, you know, he brought up the whole Trump thing again. And he goes, do y'all talk politics and stuff with him? I'm like, no, not usually. I said, but like I said before, I'm not opposed to him winning.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah. He goes, I'm kind of in the middle on it. He goes, I'm a Democrat, but I'm financially and stuff, I'm a Republican. So he goes, I don't really know. And I said, okay. He goes, what do you think? And I said, okay. I said, the only thing I can tell you is look at the 4 years he was in
No, it's dead. I got to charge it.
and look at the 4 years we just had.
Yeah.
And which one was better in your opinion? And he was just like, well, he goes, the 4 years with Trump. And I'm like, well, there you go.
Here's your answer, Susan.
And he started telling me about my military service and what all I did. And, you know, is it,
So weird.
and is
He
it,
must just be bored at home today.
is it safe to have a gun in your house? And should he get one? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how comfortable you are. And it was just odd, man. Odd. And he was asking me about my deployments and if I had PTSD and did I ever shoot anyone and just all kinds of crazy
Maybe
stuff.
he's worried about safety right now too.
I think he is. Because he was like, his wife wanted to have, you know, she don't want one, but he does, and he's asking, what type should I get, and all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, how much experience do you have? He goes, I don't really have a lot, and I said, well, then I would go with like a Taurus or something, just get a 9mm and go from there. If you feel comfortable, then you can upgrade. He goes, but I have 2 dogs, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good deterrent. I'm like, it's up to you, though. I mean, I'm not going to say yay or nay. I'm pro Second Amendment, so.
Yeah.
And he goes, what about your kids and stuff? I was like, they don't even know half the stuff I have. They don't need to. But then he was asking me about the whole incident, how that happened, and what happened, and
Yeah, because Ms. Chavez was asking if we were going to be there for prelims next week. I was like, I'll be there. Dad will be in court. She's like, okay. I was like, unless they reschedule again, and then he'll be able to make it. I was like, but otherwise it would just be me for prelims. I was like, you should be able to be there for
I'll be there for the event.
yeah.
That's not until like April, right? Or February, March?
Yeah, they did it like February last year.
End of February, yeah.
But yeah, but no, she, it's funny because, he and I were just talking about it, and I was going to talk to Miss Osher tomorrow, but then Miss Travis called me, and she's like, so, we were getting ready to change his schedule, and she goes, I was going to put a meeting on the books. She goes, we want to take him out and put him full-time collab rather than have him in A-League. She goes, which means that he won't come to my class anymore for help. What he'll do is he'll go spend time one-on-one with Miss Osher. Or maybe her and like him and 1 or 2 other kids.
Well, I just told him, because when you texted me, I said, just texted me, it's the 30th of October between 2 and 3. And he goes, I'll see what I can do to be available for
I
him.
know, I realized afterwards that that's one of his therapy days, so.
He says, I'll see what I can do. Because even if I can't make it in person, I'd like to be there on Zoom. He goes, but they don't really like me there. And I'm like, no, because they probably feel you're stepping on their...
Well, see, I mentioned that to her when I was on the phone with her, because I had already talked to him, and he, expressed that, and she's like, no, she goes, I don't care. She goes, unless he's going to come in here and sue me, I don't care. She goes, come in and give me ideas or suggestions. I'm willing to work on it. I'm willing to collaborate and do what's best for him. She goes, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But I guess he's just had bad experiences.
So he was asking me, he goes, where are you from originally? And he goes, didn't y'all live in California? I'm like, yeah. He goes, how did you get to be in Texas? And I was like, well, I was in Texas a bit in my career, and I recruited here. I did this. He goes, what was the most rewarding thing you ever did in the military? And I'm like, I don't know, Mr. Ricky. It's a tough question. I did it for a long time. I said, you know, this is the most I've talked about the military in a long time. You know, I don't talk about it very often. And then he was just asking me, like, which administration was the best that I was in, and I'm like, Bush Senior. I mean, because we had everything we needed. We had all the support. And then he was asking me about Hillary. He goes, why didn't you vote for Hillary? And I was like, because I was still in the military when she ran. I said, when she was running, and I just remember what she did during Benghazi when she was Secretary of State, and me being in the military and leaving people high and dry like that.
Wasn't cool with that.
I'm not cool with that because I've been left high and dry before, and I know how that feels. And he was just like, really? How was you left high and dry? And I told him, I said, dude, I was in Mogadishu. And he was just like, Mogadishu? And I'm like, yeah, Somalia,
He's
Black
probably
Hawk
too young to
Down.
know.
He does. And then he was like, where else have you been? And I was like, I was in Desert Storm, I was in Haiti, I was in Bosnia, I said I spent some time in Korea. I'm like,
Been all over.
I was like, well, I mean, what do you want? And then he's just like, do you ever dream about it or jump on 4th of July and stuff? I'm like, once in a while, boom will shake me a little bit, but I'm okay. I'm not.
Yeah.
I said, problem with people is, because he was telling me how he's got some clientele that have a hard time with PTSD.
Mm.
And I'm like, well, you know, I said, everyone's different. I was like, you just have to learn to accept it and move on.
Find ways of your own to deal with it.
I mean, because I'm just like, like when I was in the hospital, I accepted it.
Yeah.
It's
some
like, look,
things-
man, it's just nothing I can do. I just accepted
That's
it.
what I was about to say. Some things you can't dwell on and live in. You just have to say, that happened. I made it through. I'm okay. I need to just let it go.
I didn't even want to talk about it when I was in the hospital.
Yeah, it's like that's not that it's not gonna creep up on you from time to time, but
My whole mindset, I told him, I said, I'm different than most people. I was like, when I was there, my whole mindset was healing.
yeah,
I needed to get better before I worried about things down the road.
yeah,
I said, those things are coming, well, that'll be there when I'm out of here.
yep.
I said, my whole thing was I need to get better, I need to heal, and I need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, what was the toughest time being in there? I was like, I couldn't eat. I said, I like eating food, you know? I was hungry all the time because I can't eat. But he was just like, how did it happen and what happened? And I never asked you about that. And I'm just like, man, if you want to know, I'll tell you the story. And then he was saying, you know, he goes, where did you come from originally? I'm like, Maryland? And he was like, yeah, he goes, he was like, don't tell Ian this. He goes, but my past is a little checkered with my family history. And I'm like, huh? And he was like, well, you know, my great-grandparents, they came here from Germany and they were Nazis. And I was just like, okay.
Wow.
I was like, dude, we all came from somewhere. I said, hell, I got family that fought on both sides of the Civil War. What do you want
I
me to
thought
tell
you were
you?
about to say he said his great grandparents were like illegals from Mexico.
I was thinking that too. Like, he was like, yeah, I was sitting there thinking, like, I think he's from, like, his descendants are from Argentina.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
But he
he
was
came
like-
here from there after
Yeah.
round trip.
Because he was like, my lineage traces back to Nazi Germany. And I'm just like, well, I mean,
It is what it is.
that's what I said. I'm like, you know, it happened.
That's kind of like people blaming us for slaves.
Yeah.
You didn't do it. Just
That's what I
because some
told
of
him.
your descendants may have doesn't mean you got anything to do
And that's
with
what
it.
I told him. I said, dude, we all came from somewhere. I said, I got family that fought on both sides of the Civil War, man. I mean, not saying that one side was better than the other, but
It is
it's
what
just
it
what
is.
it is. I mean, my dad's side fought on the Confederate side, and my mom's side fought on the Northern side. That's just the way it was. My mom's family was from Pennsylvania, and my dad's family was from Virginia. I mean,
It is
we
what it
ended up
is.
in Maryland, right in the middle. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it is what it is.